Hello, everyone. The fireworks warehouse explosion in Esparto, Northern California, created a terrifying scene as massive flames and thick smoke filled the sky. This couple was supposed to be capturing the happiest moment of their lives, but the Beirut explosion turned their wedding shoot into an unforgettable nightmare. A wall suddenly collapsed in Ecuador's historic center due to lack of maintenance. But thankfully, no one was injured in this frightening moment. Ignoring a railroad warning can turn a normal drive into a disaster within seconds, and this driver was incredibly lucky to survive. This was a frightening moment as a family in Japan became trapped before they could evacuate, while powerful tsunami waters rushed in around them. The passengers were absolutely terrified when this elephant suddenly charged at the bus in southern India and shattered the front windshield. The Albuquerque aerial firefighting team is helping battle wildfires in Australia, dropping fire retardant from the sky to slow the flames. You definitely do not see this every day, as a helicopter suddenly makes an emergency landing right in the middle of a busy street. This was not just a demolition, but a carefully engineered implosion that brought down Julia Tutwiler Hall in spectacular fashion at the University of Alabama. a powerful tropical storm swept through Sakon Nakhon in northeastern Thailand, knocking down power lines and sending debris flying everywhere. A double rainbow appeared over Hauser Lake in Idaho during a hailstorm, creating a rare and beautiful scene in the middle of wild weather. This powerful dust devil tore through the animal enclosures in Maricopa, Arizona, filling the area with dust and debris. But luckily, all the animals remained safe. Racing on ice always comes with risks, but this moment became especially terrifying when the frozen surface broke apart and swallowed 2 cars almost instantly. Thankfully, the young couple survived this horrifying rear-end crash, even though the impact from the cement truck looked extremely dangerous. The road simply could not hold the weight of this truck, and within moments, it dropped into the ground in Batken, Kyrgyzstan. Construction workers in India had a miraculous escape after a giant bridge girder suddenly fell into the Ganges River right beside them. When the storm hit the shore, the wind and waves became so powerful that boats were pushed around like toys. This hailstorm in Istanbul, Turkey, made the highway look chaotic as visibility dropped and ice covered the pavement. the hillside in India suddenly split apart, sending a huge cloud of dust into the air and terrifying nearby residents with the unexpected collapse. A massive chunk of glacier ice collapsed into Lago Grey in Chile, creating a powerful wave across the water. This incredible ice tsunami on Lake Erie in Ontario, Canada, occurred when strong winds and freezing temperatures forced massive sheets of ice onto the shoreline. Watching this sandstorm hit Xinjiang, China, is chilling because the dust cloud looks enormous and impossible to escape. The floodwaters rushed through Dubair, Pakistan with terrifying force, turning riverside homes into disaster zones within moments. Neither vehicle seemed to slow down at the intersection, causing a terrifying collision that somehow ended without serious injuries. What looked like a fun beach day in Mexico quickly turned chaotic when massive waves from Hurricane Blanca rushed onto the shore.
Oh my goodness. Oh my God, good. Yeah, look at
this. We didn't get any answers. So with the outside. Taiwan Central was
An angry elephant caused chaos on an Indian street after suddenly attacking vehicles and terrifying everyone nearby.
imágenes que se vivieron ayer en Formentera. Veleros a la deriva y a merced del viento por culpa de la fuerte tormenta.
The only thing that saved him was diving deep underwater, just before the speeding boat roared over him. This storm slammed into the shoreline with massive waves, turning the entire area into chaos within seconds.
Che c'era dentro? Guarda l'acqua. Andiamo, andiamo.
Under the force of raging floodwaters, the wall finally gave way, sending a powerful surge of water rushing into the house. People in Brazil were left terrified as powerful winds tore through the streets and sent objects flying everywhere.
Y'all can come in the patio. Seriously. Jesus.
Hikers in Anchorage witnessed a spectacular glacier collapse as huge chunks of ice crashed down and sent a powerful cloud of snow into the air.
Get off the ice!
The terrifying flash flood surged through the sandstone canyon with incredible force, carrying massive amounts of mud and debris. Imagine how terrifying it would feel to stand below as thousands of tons of rock came crashing down from one of America's most famous cliffs. Thick sea foam and rough waves covered the shore, making this storm look both strange and terrifying. The violent waves quickly turned the calm shoreline into a terrifying scene of flooding and chaos. A sudden tornado and sandstorm struck in Puglia, Italy, darkening the sky and sending beachgoers into a panic as they rushed to evacuate. Cold air pushed massive amounts of sea foam into a coastal town in Mexico, flooding the streets chest high and forcing residents to evacuate their homes. A signal boat was dramatically pierced while assisting the Rolex Big Boat Series, creating a terrifying moment on the water. Rain, slippery roads, and a blind curve turned one reckless driving decision into a serious accident within seconds. Powerful gusts turned this quiet backyard into total chaos in just a few terrifying seconds. The skier probably never imagined a moose would suddenly appear on the slope and knock them off balance like that.
Go! Meu Deus do céu! Passa, 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 passa. Oh! Que isso, cara? Olha lá, barota.
Holy shit! That was an earthquake. That was an earthquake. What? That was an earthquake.
Strong winds and rough seas turned this ordinary fishing trip into a tense fight against the ocean.
See, wait. Watch him savage. Pass.
Thanks for watching till the end. Hit subscribe so you're always the first to catch new videos. See you in the next one.